Hi guys, Puddin here with the game for you in my Tier 10 Premium US Heavy Cruiser, the Salem. Now, my captain skills are going to be Priority Target, Expert Marksman, Adrenaline Rush, Basics of Survivability. What the hell is, Superintendent, AFT, and Concealment. My modules are going to be Protect My Main Battery, Damcom 1, Better Aiming, faster get up and go, concealment, and faster pew pew. I wouldn't call the Salem pew pew, but it's still a faster reload. Now, as you can see, I'm divvied up with Barrage in his carrier. This game took place the day after the patch hit, and we were kind of, I was kind of just wanting to test out the AA a little bit, and he wanted to see how bad AA was, so we decided to do cruiser and an AA cruiser, and of course the infamous Midway. Now there's only 2 DDs in this game, so thank God for that, but we are making our way to C. Most of our team spawned over there. Our Shimakaze is over there, so might as well go support what we can at C here. Now I'm trying to take up what would typically be the Des Moines spot, and I don't sector off my AA because I just wanted to see how well it would do by itself. I didn't want to pop defensive fire. I do believe I was getting help from other ships, but as you can see, we just absolutely demolished all of the planes the carrier sent against us. No real reason to put out the fire, because I can always get all of that health back, because as we well know, the Salem does have excellent heal. While it's not as great as the British, it's gosh darn near close. Now, unfortunately, there's going to be a slight mistake or error here. What the Missouri should have done was let me get in a position to pop my radar first, and then once the destroyer gets out of radar range, because I only have 8.5 while his is 9.5. We both popped ours at the same time. It's kind of unfortunate, but you know what? That's what happens when you have the lack of communication. That's, I should have typed something in chat like, hey, let me use mine first. Now, hopefully we have enough time to kill this Hiragumo. As you can see, I'm pretty much protected from all the things to my right, and the only thing that can get shots in on me is the destroyer, as the Shimakaze torps come in to finish the gentleman for a devastating strike. I don't know why the gentleman just didn't go back to his fleet instead of going out into the open trying to get away. Ooh, my poor voice. Or also just going straight. Now I'm trying to creep forward just enough to barely be seen, but of course this isn't a Des Moines, and I've been practicing with my Des Moines and clan battles, and I push out too far. This is definitely way too far. My only saving grace is hopefully I was close enough to where those guys' shells wouldn't be able to come down in on me. Now, the only thing that was actually able to hit me from the Yamato was the secondaries, but I'm still going to play this slowly, and then somebody, one of our BBs goes, I will go forward and accept all the damage. Well, I'm definitely not going to push out and just sit there and be shot at, because, I am a cruiser at the end of the day. I may be able to face tank some things, but Yamato is not one of those things anything can really face tank, except for possibly well, really nothing. I mean, even another Yamato, you gotta have some pretty good shots. But as you can see, all of the battleships are moving forward. Now, I'm loving this play by our battleships because the DD's dead. These guys are making their move, and I'm sure some of them are hoping, well, you know what, if our cruiser pushes out with us, you know, we'll take the damage, and, you know, hopefully he'll remain unspotted. Doesn't shoot, but I do. But, you know, somebody should be able to get this cap. At this point, it's only the Yamato who's able to shoot, and he's low health, and, you know, hopefully it's going to be more than just me shooting at this guy as he puts out one fire. Now, I do not fault this guy for putting out one fire in this situation. He's low health, things are pushing him, and he needs to conserve as much health as possible. So, putting out that one fire, you know, I'm not going to fault him for it, but what he should have done was obviously try to go dark, but you know what, with all these guys pushing, there's no chance of him going dark. I got one bow fire, so I'm hoping to get another fire on this gentleman. But I'm just trying to make sure I don't push out too far for the Georgia to potentially wreck me while I'm trying to get this cap. And Yamato wisely chooses me. He easily could have one-shotted me, and it's at this point where I'm like, okay, if I'm going to get this cap, I'm going to need forward and remain hidden from the Yamato. I'm hoping somebody will be able to finish him off, but I'm like, you know, I've got this Georgia here. I've got to wait till I go dark to really make my turn to go bowing against the Georgia, which is still, you know, it's not the greatest. What I'm trying to do is hopefully angle up enough to where he hits my main belt line, and I can bounce him and stuff. Unfortunately, I don't, but I am being radared, so we're still not gonna get C. But kind of at this point where I just, you know, like, okay, I'm, you know, I'm being too aggressive. I'm under radar. I'm not going to get the cap. So, you know, if I sail off, fine. Now, of course, I'm asking help from my div mate to be like, hey, is there anything you could do against this Georgia? And he goes, yeah, you know, let me see what I can do. See a broadside Azumo, and I'm like, you know what, I might as well take some shots in on him, but I'm going to continue to maintain my reverse until I figure out what really the Georgia's doing, and with my div mate coming in, oh, sorry about that, I decided to go forward. Now, I know the biggest threat to me is this Georgia, and what I'm hoping for is not the beach, because that would be really, really bad in this situation. I'm trying to get to this next island that's in front of me before the Georgia can come about. Now, unfortunately, I do hit some of the island, which means poops for me, but I do get some resets, and, you know, this guy wasn't initially looking at me, which kind of gives me hopes that I may be able to survive this situation. Now, I'm definitely well within the secondaries. You know, like, I really, really need this guy dead, and I'm hoping to God one of the battleships has a shot on this guy's broadside as I'm continuing my push, because my attitude is we've kind of got the ship lead. It's 1 DD versus 1 DD. So, you know, if I go down, it is what it is. You know, I'm going to pop my defensive fire because, you know, I need to get rid of those planes because I'm extremely low health. And then we run into the Fletcher on B-cap. Now, the Fletcher is going to make a mistake coming up. I'm going to pop my radar because my teammate in the area with his dive bombers, you know, give him a chance to go after this guy. Now, right here, do not know why the Fletcher stops right here and tries to start reversing. He's in assured detection range, so I don't even need the radar to kill this guy. Look at the health this guy lost just from stopping and reversing. Failed to get any torps off. Nobody's in a position to shoot at me, so for him there was really no reason. Now, our Stalingrad comes up from behind with radar, and I'm like, oh man, do I really need fighters? But thankfully I am in fighter coverage. Once again, you know, all I've got to do is wait for the DD to pop out just enough, and, you know, there's nothing he could have done. He should have just went for it initially just to get me out of the game, because, you know, getting a kill could have potentially switched the tide of battle, considering I do believe I was the one initially on the cap. But say you do go for it and you kill me and you survive. Great, awesome. Say you go for it, you kill me, I kill you. No loss, no gain. Your team's still behind. You did what you could. You took out a gun from the game, especially considering that the U.S. can hide behind most islands and just shoot for free. And then if you come out and just die, well, that's what happened anyways. So I don't understand his decision there. Now, the reason I'm focused on the Tirpitz is because, one, he's low health, and two, the Alaska kind of is at max gun range. And I was hoping I could get some shots off without that gentleman detecting me. Now, the Alaska should have seen me and shot at me just to, you know, get me out of the game. I'm low health. You don't know if I'm saving my heal or not, especially knowing Salem's can and do have that super heal. Now, I'm with the Cleveland, so I'm like, you know, there's no reason to pop my defensive fire. It's on the hot side of my AA or my strong side, so I'm trying to save my defensive fire for dive bombers. I believe those are going to be the biggest threat to me, or even possibly torpedo planes against me. Now, I should have switched ammo to the AP, but you know what? This gentleman's insulty. Insulty players usually are no fools. He's angled up, so you know, I stuck with the HE. I'm sorry for all the clearing my throat. Just sort of just woke up, guys. But you know, of course, the only guy I can really see is the Yoshi, so that's who I'm going to shoot. He's also the only guy within my gun range. Now, I'm still a big believer in reload over range, even with this meta for Des Moines and Salem's, even Woosters, because your true power comes from not chasing these guys down. It's from them pushing into you. It's you staying behind an island and pumping out as much DPM as possible. Now, I am trying to be more active with my sectoring of AA, considering that with the way AA works now, it works on one ship down, or one plane on down, so getting as much damage on one plane is a good thing. Now, our shimmy unfortunately has to play with the Alaska, but we have two caps to their one. Now, the Yoshi here is going to make it's going to make the play the Fletcher should have made. And what I'm trying to say is you're going to see this, and I'm not going to lie to you. The maneuverability, for lack of a better term, kind of surprises him. But I know he has torpedoes. You know, I know he's going to send torpedoes at least against the or that he possibly sent torpedoes against Musashi, which means he has one set. Now, I believe I'm trying to do my sector of AA again, but I want to kind of pause it right here. This guy, he's behind the island. What I would do is what I said, is come out, either drop torps on him or on me. I would definitely come out and be shooting. I would definitely be come out going for it against somebody. You know, it doesn't matter if it's against him or him. You know, points are low. The nail's next to near in the coffin because your carrier is also extremely low. So my line of thinking is, you know, this guy's going to maybe slow play coming and going for it. But what I need to do is make my turn. I need to turn out. I need to turn away. I can't go bow in because of his torpedoes. That's going to be a huge mistake on my part. So I need to make my turn. The question is, when is he going to come out? Which is why I popped the radar. I popped my radar to keep this guy spotted in what he's doing. Now, he lost his plane, so, you know, he's going for it. Now, I've got the HE loaded, and I'm going for it. But, see, this is the turn I'm making. And he is dropping his torpedoes right now, as you can clearly see. You know, he dropped his torpedoes on both of us. And, you know, my hat's off to him. You know, come out, go for it. Get as much experience as possible. But because I played with my speed and my turning, completely caught off his torpedoes. Because he did say, Jesus, that thing turns tight. But as you saw when he dropped his torpedoes, they weren't even going to hit me because I played with my speed. If you slow down a little bit, you can tighten up your turning circle just a little bit and dodge people, catch people unexpectedly who aren't aware of this little trick. It's something I learned way back in the start of my WoW's day from a friend. Of course, I do the typical blame Sneaky, because, you know, everything's Sneaky's fault. Can we get some blame Sneakies in the comments? Or blame Puddin. I don't care. Blame one of us. Just comment on who you blame. Now, you know, the midway's not going to last. I'm never going to get in gun range. So what we're going to do is, as I give a compliment out to the gentleman, what we're going to do now is just go check out the post-battle results. Now, I do hope you guys enjoyed this replay. I do hope you learned something. I do hope you took something away from it. This video hopefully is going out on Monday, which means I will have my new PC, which means all the videos you see from me are videos that I did prior to that coming. We do love all the support you guys do give us. We do love the replays you send us. The email for that is in the description down below. Please remember to compliment good teamwork, good team play. We are quick to report, slow to compliment. Please hit that like and subscribe button and have yourselves one heck of a great day.